Hello, and welcome to this presentation about our new and exciting venture, the Veterans Security Administration. My name is Bruce, and I'll be getting us started. The Veterans Security Administration is a nonprofit concept that aims to train rehabilitated homeless veterans as security guards and place them in stable jobs. Once employed, the Veterans Security Administration, or VSA, will stay by their sides, checking in and offering support to them and their new employers. There are many groups out there who specialize in rehabilitating the homeless, and plenty of government funding devoted to the same cause. But homeless men and women frequently struggle to take the next step, which is finding stable employment to begin putting their lives back together. Our service will focus primarily on veterans, as they will generally have relevant experience to the security services field and tend to garner more funding from the government. The VSA will provide a great value to many parties involved with our services. Veterans are the primary benefactor. They will be assisted in finding quality, sustainable employment as they get off the streets and get the rehabilitation help that they need. Small businesses will receive quality service and government grants for using our services. Governments will have a more effective way to allocate their welfare funds, something that really works. Communities will benefit from having fewer people on the streets. Rehabilitation professionals will have a partner that can help their patients make it all the way to sustainable self-reliance. All these different value propositions to a variety of different parties will culminate in consistent demand for our services and a great benefit to our communities. First, we'll talk about our customer relationships. We plan on acquiring customers by meeting with them in person. We will go where business owners are, small business conventions, security conventions, Chamber of Commerce meetings, and even right to their own offices to explain our concept to them and explain the value that they will get by partnering with us. We will maintain constant contact with our customers to monitor the performance of our guards. This service will lead to our customers using our service more often, hiring more of our security guards, and eventually this will lead to word-of-mouth referrals.
For our bank revenue streams, the service fees will be the banks will pay bi-weekly payroll for the employees in addition to our services for finding veteran security employees and startup. Customers will also provide funds to cover costs for our managing and initiating background checks, providing uniforms and employee supplies, and labor and time for seeking out employees. Next will be our city properties and events revenue streams. So for those service fees, the city will pay bi-weekly and weekly payroll for veterans, as well as making payments for our regular HR and miscellaneous services for providing employees on call and on regular 24-hour basis depending on the location and occasion. Our next revenue stream that we're going to look at is for our construction firms. Firms will also pay bi-weekly payrolls for veterans, as well as making payments for our regular HR and miscellaneous services for providing employees on call and on regular 24-hour basis to cover shifts. Our pricing to cover payroll costs for all of our revenue streams and additional pricing for background check and workers' compensation. Veterans Security Administration will mark up the prices 30% for every full-time employee, making it $10 an hour. This will be approximately $1,600 per employee a month for our cost. 1,600 times 30% markup will equal a total of $2,080 a month for each employee. VSA will also charge for any overtime work by the veterans to cover all shifts and depending on shortened or elongated project schedules. We are now going to look at our cost structure and look at our metrics that matter. So our average retail selling price will have about 20 employees with about 160 hours a month will be total payroll costs of $32,000. So for us, we're going to do a 30% markup, which will then be to us $41,600, which will be total sales of $499,200 in sales. With overtime and service fees and other miscellaneous costs, we'll add on another $76,800, which will give us total gross sales of $576,000. Our net company revenue will be a total of $138,200. This will include our annual workers' comp, our employees' salary, rent and utilities, our consumable costs, and our employee background checks, and our rehab and recruiting partnership. Next, we'll look at the product costs. This will be our rehabilitation plus our recruiting, which will equal about $30,000 annually. Our background checks will be about $300 annually. And half consumable costs, which will be our uniforms, employee supplies, and printing supplies for flyers, will be about $1,500. Looking at all of these, it will be $31,800 annual costs to rehabilitate and recruit veterans for a security position. So this will be about a total of $1,590 per employee. Then we'll look at our current operating costs, which will include our annual payroll of $384,000 for annual utility costs, equaling $18,000. Half of our consumable costs, which will be our overhead of $1,500. This will be approximate operating costs of $403,500. Our cash remaining, taking our gross sales minus our fixed costs minus our variable costs, will come to $138,200 remaining cash, which will be then profit for us.
So who is it that we are seeking to help? What is it that we're seeking to accomplish? The answer simply is in our communities. Sensitive personal information is kept in the vaults of banks. You hope to see families and friends enjoy recreation together in parks that are safe and in their planned community events. Corporations and contractors have been building various structures to help our communities become better and be more secure as well. What is it that all these different kinds of customers have in common? A need of protection and safety. The goal of VSA is to provide premium services to job sites while in construction, Safe Watch to ensure enjoyment within the community and in its property, as well as keeping financial information secure. This will entail routine tasks that ensure safety is practiced well and to eliminate and ultimately avoid any antisocial situations. For example, vandalism, harmed job sites, and then to maintain 24/7 safety for you, your families, and your friends. To rehash some of our comments from earlier, we will be finding these guards with the help of our credentialed and our qualified recruiting and rehabilitation partners. When our partners have been able to help these guards accomplish the rehabilitation and stabilization, we will conduct seminars to explain our goals, policies, and standards for our guards, in addition to the job expectations varying on our clients. Varying on you, that is to say. Transitioning from our finding guards to you acquiring them will take place in traditional professional meetings to discuss the culture of our business, our goals, and most importantly, your needs, your expectations, and requirements of your businesses. Again, our goal is not only to protect our communities corporately or publicly, but to improve the quality. We greatly appreciate your time and hope that Veterans Security Administration can be at your service soon. Thank you.